what's up, guys? Oh, I'm bad at it. Yo, what's up, guys? Jade here, back here on video. And today, guys, you know where it's Creepy Tuesday. Yep, time to watch some creepy, spooky videos. Let's go.
She was 11 years old. Her parents had to go to an emergency trip to her grandparents' house, but she had school and basketball practice in the mornings, so she couldn't go. Their house alarm was broken, so Ray's dad told her where his hidden pistol was and made sure she knew to call 911 if something were to occur and to immediately call him after. Ray's dad had always been somewhat paranoid, but their house was in a suburban area that wasn't known to have crime, so she didn't think too much of it. Her parents left after work on Friday. Everything was fine all night and all day Saturday. Ray's bedtime was usually around 11 p.m., but because she had the whole house to herself, she
Yeah.
stayed up until around
Yeah,
2 a.m. before she got tired and finally went to bed. It had only
Yeah, I would do that as well. I would be sleeping in 3 a.m. in the morning when I don't have my parents home.
been an hour or so since falling asleep when suddenly Ray heard a random loud pop from outside her room.
Oh,
The sound was from the front door. Ray didn't think too much of it at first because on windy nights there were times when the door would be pushed just slightly and it would make that sound. But there was no wind. Even still, she wasn't very worried. There it was again, followed by a bunch of quiet clicking noises. Ray started getting annoyed thinking that it was the neighborhood stoner kids just messing around in the middle of the night, which they were known for doing so she got out of bed and went outside the room. Her bedroom door has a loud pop to it when opened, louder than the front door, and it can be heard throughout the entire house. Suddenly, the clinking noises stopped, but Ray still felt the need to check it out. There were high shrubs outside her bedroom window, so she couldn't really see outside very well. She went out to the living room and peered through the blinds and choked up when she noticed the hooded figure peek over from the side of the entrance. Someone was trying to pick the lock and break into her house. Ray's mind was racing. He had to have noticed the blinds move, but maybe he ran off. Ray held her breath for a moment and stayed completely still.
yeah, I
Not
would
even
be
a minute
paranoid
later,
as well.
the clinking returned, but more furiously. This psycho was still trying to break in. In her panic state, she didn't think about calling the police or her dad. A sudden rage came over Ray, and she just
What are you
wanted
gonna
to
do?
get rid of this guy. She grabbed a
he
can
gonna
of hairspray in her bathroom, and because of Ray's love for candles, Ray had a lighter in her room as well. She raced back to the door and in one swift motion unlocked it, yanking it open, and lit that burglar up while screaming at the top of her lungs. She couldn't see the guy well in the darkness and past the flame, but Ray heard a loud scream of anguish. It didn't take long for the neighbors to hear her and turn on their porch lights, which is when she suddenly collected herself and let go of the lighter switch. But when she opened her eyes, there was no one there.
Oh,
The guy quickly ran out of there, and Ray's neighbors had come outside in a light panic and called the police. Her parents were also called, and she explained to them and the police what had happened. But unfortunately, because it was so dark, she couldn't identify him. Ray's mom was freaking out about it, but her dad said he was proud and told her to get some sleep after everything.
you're proud.
But that was impossible.
Actually, that would be. I would be proud of my. I would be actually proud too if my dad do that, like party the God. I would be proud of actually as well.
She stayed up the entire night thinking about it. The next day,
she's
Ray got a
paranoid.
call from her parents saying that the officers had caught the guy. A patrol car had noticed someone smoking in a nearby park under the playground, and the officers approached the suspect. Assuming it was one of the stoner kids, they expected him to run. But to their surprise, he approached them and was begging for help. They saw that his entire arm was burnt to a crisp, and when they
Oh.
searched his backpack, they found enough evidence to arrest the guy.
Oh,
And thankfully, he never returned.
I hope not. So this next one is called I received a creepy package and found something horrifying inside. Let's watch.
My neighbor is one of those annoying wannabe YouTubers.
What did you say about me? What did you just said? What did you just said? Huh? You punk?
My neighbor is one of those annoying wannabe YouTubers.
Oh, you are so dead.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another crazy video. The Cinnamon Challenge.
Okay, that's an challenge. I actually would do that. I'll do that in the future.
Let's go! Are you getting this? It can get tiring to watch him go about his shenanigans in the pursuit of viral fame. So when he knocked on my door the other day, he told me he was going away for a few weeks and asked that I get his mail. Honestly, it was a relief. I was afraid his stunts would wind up bleeding over into my life. Things were pretty normal for the first couple of days. He received a few bills, a bit of spam, and from what I could assume was a birthday card.
Huh?
And
Happy
then,
birthday.
one evening, I got home to find a cardboard box
Whoa.
waiting on his front porch. And in big letters was written, "Return to sender."
Yeah, this is a creepy video. I already know what's in there. A dead man. Probably a dead man.
Now, I'm no small fry, but I admit I had trouble lifting the box on my own. It was
Then you're a small
really
fry. Just
freaking
kidding.
heavy.
Don't.
Getting it across the road to my house was even harder. I decided I'd leave his package in my garage. It wasn't like I kept my car in there. It was because my garage door refused to open without a good thug and a whack. It was when I kicked the door again when I walked in that I lost my grip on the package and fell to the ground, and I heard a light crack inside. Ah, shit. I hope I hadn't broken anything important, but figured I just wouldn't tell my neighbor about it and let him assume that the break happened en route. I dragged the box the
Yeah,
rest of
let's
the
see
way,
that.
setting it in the corner for whenever my neighbor would come back to claim it. And then I forgot all about it.
What?
Until a few days
Ah.
passed,
A smell. A smell. Probably a smell.
that is. There was a horrible smell in my garage
Yep.
coming from the box in the corner. I remember thinking it must have been one of those meat of the month subscription boxes and thought it must have gone rancid from being left out for so long. I covered my nose as I approached the box with a pair of scissors in my hands. I probably wouldn't even have needed them to open it, as it had become soggy enough at the bottom to poke through with a finger. My scissors tore through the tape along the top of the cardboard box. I thought the smell couldn't get any worse, but as I flipped the flaps open, I discovered a whole new stink. I had a garbage bag in one hand and the strongest cleaner I could find in the other, and I had long rubber gloves on to keep my skin from having to touch what was inside. But as it turns out, I needed none of those things.
Yeah, you need the
You see,
call to
there was meat in
police.
that box, but it didn't come from a cow or a pig.
Yep.
No, it was worse than that. It was my neighbor,
Oh.
dead.
Oh.
Still in one piece, but dead.
Yeah, I know what happened. He probably did the mail myself challenge, and then he got killed for doing the mail challenge. I mailed myself challenge. Yeah, I would never do that. I would never. No. Nope. 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 I would never do anything like that. No.
I caught the cops and they took me in for an interrogation. It's kind of hard not to suspect the man with the corpse in his garage, after all. Thankfully,
Oh, okay.
they soon realized I wasn't involved. My DNA might have been all over that box. The smell might have left a mark throughout my house, but there was one piece of irrefutable evidence in my neighbor's own hands that proved my innocence. A vlogging camera. They showed
Oh,
me the
yep.
footage only once. My neighbor was sitting in the box outside of a shipping
Yep,
facility,
I knew it.
laughing as he told the world how he was going to mail himself across state lines. He brought pee bottles, food, a pillow, and a few flashlights.
What?
His friend, a guy I'd seen at his place several times to help with his stunts, closed the lid and presumably dropped him off the shipment. Throughout the next couple of hours, or days, I'm honestly not sure, my neighbor recorded a few short clips of his progress. Hey, what's up, guys? I think I'm in a truck right now. I can feel it moving. Must be in a warehouse. Ooh, it's pretty warm in here. And then, on the last entry, the box toppled over. He broke his neck, and that was it. The camera recorded until either the memory card got too full or the battery had died. There's one thing I didn't tell the police after they showed me the video. One thing I heard in the footage that will haunt me until the day I die. Just after the tumble that broke his neck, I heard the familiar screeching sound of my garage door.
No! You killed them, destroy! That's why I'm never gonna do the Meet Myself challenge. And poor YouTuber. At least he is in a better place now. Making YouTube videos for a living. This last one is called Jump Scare Video. What do you mean? James Loft House. Yeah.
Bakit? Kagigising niyo lang?
Kanina pa.
Si Dada?
Yeah.
Bakit hindi ka nagsasalita?
Okay.
Kanina pa pala kayo gising.
Hmm.
Ha?
What? What is that? Oh gosh! What? Oh. How about this? Not getting scared. Not scared. Oh no, no, nothing but a creepy hole is that colored black and gray. Seriously though. That's it. If you got jump scared, then you're no! Oh no, 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 no. One thing that I hate about the world, spiders. No, no. Oh, no, what? No. Oh, okay, that one's actually. What? So this last one is called The Smiling Man. I already know him, but I never saw this video. So let's watch. Rub your coffee beans. Okay, a little old child watching Mickey Mouse. Give me guys a second. I really need to go do something. Pennywise? Okay, Pennywise is actually one of the creepiest clown ever. Not gonna lie, he's one of that. Yeah, he is one. Ew, what is that? Hounds of dolls? Another one, but this time it's blue. 90s Pennywise. Do you guys know that clown? And it's legs or arms? No, don't go. Little kid, I wouldn't go there if I were you. Oh. Creepy. Then. Ew, heads. Heads up. This kid is so dead. What are you even doing? If I saw that, I would be out of there. Or would be... If I saw that in my house, I would be out of there. Oh! Smiling man. What is he doing? If this guy is not gonna kill her, If I saw that even like smiling man's hand, I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I would be like, ew, ew, you're Pennywise. Yeah, you look like Pennywise. What did I watch? Well, I think it's time for leaving me like, subscribe, you know, new, and as always,